Okay, so this is Mr. Pat here, and you are at Digital Video Editing Module, and it's somewhere around activity 6, maybe 7, where you have written the script for your autobiography. You've recorded it with the webcam with the green screen in the background, and hopefully you've already uploaded that video, which is the place I will be starting this tutorial from. All right, so obviously I've got my Gmail open, which you should as well. And when I click here and type into WeVideo, it should take me right to that hub. I've already been logged in, so it should take you right there. If not, you might have to click in and sign in through Google, but you know what that all means anyway. I'm going to create a new project, a blank project. That. All right, close enough. So the main thing you need to know about importing your green screen biography script, if you click over here into media, there I am in the green screen. I just recorded this today. You want to bring it down. You see here you've got video 2, video 1, and audio 1. Of course, audio 1 would be where you'd have music, background music during your titles. Video 1 is where you probably put most of the stuff when you made your other recording, the Room 200 tour. We want to drag this green screen guy down here onto video 2. And I'll show you more why in a minute, okay? But I'm bringing that guy there. And of course, we're going to want to have some titles. So I can scroll down here. Sometimes it has a thing that says starter. I like using this just very simple sample text here. When you bring it there, it asks you to insert and push, so it shoves everything over. And I like this one with the titles at the end, kind of like the trailers at the end of a movie. Of course, we should put some sort of a transition in here. So I'll put a transition. Again, these are all skills you should probably have a bit of a grip on from your previous WeVideo experiences. But again, before you were doing all this on line 1, okay? And what's kind of neat about this is here's my sample text, and as I let the video go, there's my transition.
Okay, so here I am, Mr. Pat, doing my...
And it starts talking, okay? Now, of course, instead of sample text, I would come in here and say, Mr. Pat's awesome autobiography. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. Okay. And I can change the size of the square here. There we go. And say done editing. So now this is what my video is looking like from the very beginning. Mr. Pat's awesome autobiography. Well, that's a little quiet. I'd like some music there. So I'm going to go to the audio clip here. Just grab some music and drag it down onto this line. Move my cursor over to where I want it to stop. You can see the line goes right here between the title and my green screen clip. And I don't want any music after there, so I'm going to snip it and then delete this section. And now I'm going to have some cool music. Another thing you can do that's kind of neat, I'm going to zoom this out a little bit, is if you click here, you can click on these little dots and create these little dots. And that's going to allow the music to fade in and fade out. Here, I'll do it again, and you'll see now the music's getting louder and louder. And now it's going to quiet down as this line comes down.
Okay, so here I am, Mr. Pat, doing my...
Now, the big problem right now is that this green screen is still green. Well, that's no good. What we want to do is double-click on this guy here. And right up here, you see that thing called color keying. It almost looks like a little portrait icon there. You click on that, and there's this little eyedropper. You double-click on that. Come on now. Come on, eyedropper. There you go. Oh, it should look like an eyedropper when you do it. Oh, nice. I have my eyes closed there. Anyway, when I do that, it takes all the green away. All right. Now, what is it going to replace it with? Anything we put here on video line 1. So if I come over to here and I put one of these down underneath me, watch what happens. Here we are back to my title.
Okay, so
that is my new background. And whatever I put down on this line will be my background. Now, you don't want to use too many because it gets a little busy. But just so you can see, anything I put on this video 1 line is going to be the what's on there. Over here under star, we can search for things. So I could say tropical island. And if you're talking about your vacation, to a tropical island, you might want to look for one of these scenes here. Oh, that looks pretty nice, right? Drag this underneath here.
I grew up and went to
And there
Buckley
you got
Elementary
the little
School
palm
and went to
trees and the blue
Manchester High
water and the
School.
cruise ship behind me.
And
So that's pretty nifty. So that's how the green screen stuff works. One more thing, and of course at the end you'd mess with these titles here too. You wouldn't have directed by name. You would put your name, etc. But one more thing we're going to do kind of back here at the beginning. See this thing kind of like a sideways U or a magnet, almost like an old horseshoe magnet, and there's a plus sign there. I'm going to add one more video track up above me. Now think of this like layers. So down here is the stuff you're seeing where the green got eliminated. Here is my video and my titles and all that. Things up here, up on this line, I can put things like overlays. And overlays are things like the bang. So if I do this, it's going to go
Pat doing my
bang,
example biography, like a student would do
bang.
for it.
Okay. Now that's a little obnoxious because it's right in front of my face. Let's see. How do I do this? Double click on it. And I can shrink this a little bit and move it off to the side if it's kind of annoying you. So now that's a little better.
Recording with the webcam.
You can put the little beating heart here.
Pat, I was born in Manchester.
Now that's covering my face. So once again, I would click on it, shrink it down a little bit, maybe move this over to the side.
66. That's a long time ago.
Right?
Yeah.
So anything you put on this layer is going to go on top of your video as well. So by the time you're done, I want titles at the beginning and end. I want transitions at the beginning and end. I want cool motion picture stuff on your green screen, which is going to be on video 1. Okay. I want overlays that are going to be here on video 3. And yeah, the audio, you want music at the beginning and also at the end. I'd want music down here as well. So I know that's a large order there for you to fulfill, but I think with the skills you've already learned in WeVideo, you should be able to finish this out in about one period and be able to make a pretty nice autobiography before you hit the finish button over here, which of course you got to name it and do all those other things. Make sure that you show your teacher before you export it because yeah, see this here, and you're going to click on that. Let your teacher see it first because there may be some additional editing they want you to do, and once you export it, you're kind of stuck with it. All right? Good luck, and feel free to rewind this video because I know I went through some of these skills rather quickly.